Hey guys, back again, and today guys is a different video. You might be able to see from the title. I don't know, I don't know what I'm going to call the title yet. But basically guys, this is my pretty much say goodbye to my Nintendo 64 collection guys. I've decided to part ways with it, put it up for sale guys. Hopefully, yeah, like I said, hopefully it'll sell. Don't know, guys. I'll explain everything, guys, at the end of the video and why the decision came to sell it. Because you might see, like, the collection I've got and the games I'll say, you know, because I've got a little pile of my favourites, guys, that I'm going to miss. And when I get to that part, you might think, well, why are you selling it? But I'll explain all at the end, guys. So let's get into it, because we've got, like, 39 games to go through, guys. So, first game, guys, Bomberman 64. Awesome game. Anyway, we'll go pretty quick. Won't take too long on these ones, because I want to get through it. We have Fighter's Destiny, Top Gear Rally, like I said, no particular order either, guys. GT64. Now, this game when I was a kid, guys, absolutely loved this game. So yeah, I had a lot of fun on that one. V Rally 99. Do not even know how I got this copy of this game, guys. Pokemon Snap. I'm not a Pokemon huge fan. I do like a little bit of Pokemon. Like some of the Switch games are alright, but I never played Pokemon Snap, so I don't even know how I got a hold of that one. Earthworm Jim 3D. Bit of Taz Express, guys. This one's actually quite up there. It's quite an expensive game. Turok 2. Seeds of Evil. Bit of the old Diddy Kong Racing, guys. I quite like Diddy Kong Racing. People say it was a rip-off or a knockoff of Mario Kart, but I quite like Diddy Kong Racing. Diddy Kong Racing was pretty dope to me. South Park, Chef's Love Shack. Love Shack, guys. Yoshi Story. Absolutely loved this game back in the day. Then, obviously, the other Yoshi games came out from, you know, the Wii U and stuff and just completely annihilated it after that. But it was still a good game. I loved it. Formula 1 Grand Prix 2, followed by Formula 1 Grand Prix. Well, it should have been the other way around, but you know me, guys. Formula 1 Pole Position 64, or Pole 64 position, whatever, you know what I mean. We have Beetle Life Adventures, is how I just got that game. Same with this one. San Francisco Rush. Tom and Jerry, Fist of Fury. This game was very expensive at one point. Now you can get it for like 30, 25. It was like 90 odd quid at one point. But it's dropped down in price, guys. So, Top Gear Overdrive. WWF Warzone. Pilot Wings 64. Extreme G. Followed up by Extreme G2. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. That was actually a fun game back in there, no? So is this one, guys. MRC. I absolutely loved this game when I was a kid. Don't know why, because I played it recently. I was like, how the hell did I play that? It's so slidey. Good game, though, still, nonetheless. Bucket Bumbley, or whatever this one is. I don't know what this one is, guys. I got this one in a bumble. Fucking hell, got it in a bundle, guys. And, yeah, I didn't play much of that one. Wipeout 64. Absolutely love some Wipeout. Quake. Really good game, but I prefer it on PlayStation 1. And then F-Zero X, guys. Absolutely fantastic game as well. Right, now I've got these games to the side of me, guys. These are the ones I'm going to miss the most out of my collection, guys. So, first on the list, Mario Kart 64, guys. Absolutely loved this game back in the day. And I must have played many, many hours of that one, guys. Speaking of many hours played, guys, Killer Instinct Gold. This game, when I was a child, guys, I played this every night before going to bed, every morning before going to school. This game ate away at least 4 or 5 years, literally, of my childhood, guys. This game was absolutely the bollocks in the day. I remember the first Killer Instinct on Super Nintendo, and when I found out that this game was coming out, and it was technically Killer Instinct 2, but done differently for the Nintendo 64, I was blown away, guys, because I saw the Killer Instinct 2 game in the arcade and thought, wow, awesome, but I was too short to play it, guys, so I didn't get to play much on the arcades, obviously, but when I got it on the Nintendo 64, guys, I literally played this. I actually broke 2 controllers playing it, and I didn't mean in a rage either. I mean, just in general, playing it that often that I had to buy 2 more controllers. So, yeah. But another game I'm going to miss, guys, GoldenEye. Nothing need to be said about this game, guys. Everyone knows GoldenEye was the absolute fucking GOAT on the Nintendo 64. If you mention Nintendo 64, this is the first game everybody will always think of. You know, not even necessarily might be your favourite game, but it's the first game people think of. Everyone always likes Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and, you know, all of these, that, and the other. I think there's a Majora's Mask on there, I think, or something mask. I can't remember now. I didn't really play the Zelda games, guys. I know blasphemy, but they just took a lot of hours to get into them games. I used to like games like Banjo-Kazooie and stuff, but I actually don't even own that on here now. But yeah, there's a couple of games missing though, guys. I've already sold off. I sold Duck Dodgers. Because I couldn't get on with that game anyway, and somebody really wanted it, and I got a good price for that one. Also sold Doom 64 because I've already got it on the PlayStation 4 as a limited run game, and somebody else wanted that one as well. So, yeah, but this one's going to be missed, guys. I know you can play it on the Xbox, and you can get it on the Nintendo Switch, but they're not physical, and also they're not, you know, there's just something about it. But moving on as well, guys, Mortal Kombat 4. I love this game on the Nintendo 64. It was such a lot of fun. I've got it on PlayStation 1, so it's not going to be too much of a hard one to miss, but I still did love it. I had also Mortal Kombat Trilogy on here, and, you know, I never got that one back yet, but, you know, it's got to go, guys, got to go. But like I said, I'll explain more at the end. Clay Fighter 63 and a third. Not everyone's favourite game. It actually got poor reviews from a lot of people, but I really, really enjoyed this game. I loved it. I thought it was so much fun to play as such different characters like the Snowman. Your bad Mr. Frosty was my favourite character out of all of them, even though when you beat the game, you could unlock the Fat Santa Claus and that lot, but I still preferred playing as Mr. Frosty. He was always my favourite character. And it's a shame that Interplay didn't bring out another one, or if they've gone bust, I don't even know if they're still going today, guys, Interplay. Obviously, they made Earthworm Jim and that as well, but if they do still go, I would love them to bring a new Clay Fighter, even to the Switch or something like that. I think that would dominate on there, but, you know, you're never going to know, guys. You're never going to know, because I don't think it's ever going to happen. Moving on, guys. Mario 64. Again, if you've got a Nintendo 64, this is another one of them games that will constantly pop up like GoldenEye. Even though they did do it on the 3D collection on Switch, and I do own that, guys, it's just, there's nothing better than the original hardware that originally did it and came out. This is obviously the original game, and it is absolutely amazing. Still go back and play it. So I will miss this one, guys, as well. Even though they brought it out on the DS as well. It was ported a few times, that one. It was popular. Moving on, guys, WrestleMania 2000. Now, the reason I'm going to miss this game is because it was exclusive to the Nintendo 64. So, again, without the Nintendo 64, you can't play it, guys. So, therefore, I'm going to miss it because even though the graphics do not really hold up that well today, the game is so much fun. The actual moves in that were way better in this one than in most games today. Even I'd even say some of the moves are better than 2K24 even in this game. So, yeah, take note. Two other games, I'm going to do two at the same time, guys, and that is the WCW games. Gonna miss these two, but this one mainly, I played Revenge a lot more than I did World Tour, and Revenge was an absolute GOAT for the WCW days. Literally, there was just hand in hand. If you love WWE, you love wrestling all together, you'd go get both of these games and you just battle back and forth, do your own Monday Night Wars, you know what I mean? But they were great. Both of these games, absolutely fantastic. Loved them. They're way better than the PlayStation WCW games, which are crap. But last game, guys. Last game. My holy grail, for me anyway. WWF No Mercy, guys. I loved it that much. I spent £9 on just a reprinted cover in case. So, as you guys can see, it's done really well, though, so I'm not going to complain. It was done really, really well, actually. Now, it is obviously the American box art, but I really did prefer some of the American box art over the British PAL versions and stuff. So, yeah, that's why I went for it. And it is obviously got its own place inside where it'll sit, as you guys can see. But, yeah, like I said, it's a shame that the time with the Nintendo 64 has to come to an end, guys. But I want to get to it. So, the reason also is a bit of shame, guys, is people don't know my Nintendo 64, guys, is brand new. So how I acquired it was a factory that was selling all brand new sealed games and brand new sealed stuff. Ended up getting water damage, guys, and the console boxes got water damaged to the point that they were all wrinkly and ripped and whatnot. But the systems itself were absolutely fine due to the polystyrene inside them. So I ended up getting a brand new Nintendo 64, guys, for quite a good price, I think. Anyway, back when I bought it, guys, I ended up paying like 200 quid for it. And that's back when these systems could still make easily £1,000 each if they were brand new. But obviously, there were no box. But the thing is, guys, if you know, you know, right? My Nintendo 64, when I actually received it, still had that original Nintendo 64 plastic smell. So, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Basically, if you were a kid in the 90s and you got a brand new Nintendo 64 for Christmas and you opened it, the plastic on the console had a certain smell to it. And my Nintendo 64 still has that smell even today, guys. It's only been played like 4 times, guys, since brand new factory sealed. So it's a shame to get rid of it. Even the controller's brand new, guys. It is literally the cleanest Nintendo 64 I have seen since actually owning my original. But the reason I am thinking of selling, guys, is just due to the fact that it just doesn't get as much play. And unfortunately, the graphics just do not hold up today, guys. Unfortunately. So, yeah, let's make a bit of a scatter background while we talk a minute, guys, to explain things. So, yeah, they don't hold up as well as I would like them to now, guys. So, unfortunately, I don't play it as near as much as I do, say, the Mega Drive and other systems like that. That system gets a lot more play because they weren't 3D games. They're all, side-scrolling 2D, and there's not much you can see for glitches and stuff. It doesn't pop out. There's not, a hazy, foggy graphics design problem because obviously they couldn't break that barrier yet of what 3D gaming is today. So obviously I'm not stupid to that fact, but I'm also aware there is bringing out a new Nintendo 64 from a 3D company, and apparently you can smoothen out and make it HD. You can put an HD filter on it and stuff like that. Now, that was something I was thinking about as well, guys, but we shall see. We shall see. At the end of the day, I've got this put up on my local Gumtree, so if it does sell, then obviously this video is just a reference to come back to, guys, and see all of the games you can see that we had for it. And, it's a loved console at the end of the day. Me and the wife really do enjoy it and have some fun with it, but it's just not holding up to the rest of the retro consoles we like and play. So, it's on the chopping block, unfortunately. But I think everyone goes down that route. I mean, I would like to get another Super Nintendo, guys, because I actually had to sell my Super Nintendo when I fell on hard times. No good going into that, guys, but everyone's been there, guys. Everyone goes down that route at some point. I've said it before, when you're a collector, unfortunately, your collections is what gets hit when you need a financial problem sorting out. So, for me, it's the gaming, it's the stuff like that, guys, but, it's not, it's still replaceable at the end of the day. It just gets more and more expensive as the years go on, I'm not stupid to that fact to understand that. Maybe, for example, like Clay Fighters, guys, when I bought Clay Fighters, I think I paid like $8.99 for this game. Now it goes for like 30, 40 quid, guys, for just the cartridge. If you got it in box, you're looking at stupendous money. You're looking at £90, £100 or more. Same with Mario Kart. I paid like £18 for that game, guys. Now it's like 30, 35, the cheapest, just cart alone. Same with MK4. That game, I think I paid $9.99 for that game when I got it, guys. Now it's like 28, 35. They're all creeping up. They're all creeping up. And the thing is, like, if you regret selling this, like 5, 6 years from now, you'll be paying 80 for this cartridge, 70, 90, 80 for that cartridge. And the thing is, then it starts to become ridiculous. For example, guys, Sega Saturn. Before I met my wife, I met my wife in 2012. And if you go back to 2009, guys, I had a Sega Saturn. And at the time, when I had that Sega Saturn, I had like 100 games for it, guys. All boxed, all with manuals, everything. It was pristine. I sold it, guys, for £270 for the lot. Over 100 physical games, including Manx TT, Sega Rally, Virtual Fighter 1, Virtual Fighter 2, Panzer Dragon, all of them, guys. I sold it for £275. And it was because at the time, I wanted alcohol, guys, at the time, and other things. And I did it. I didn't think twice about it, guys, did it. Now, I don't drink anymore now. I have the odd beer, like I said, guys. I'm not going to sit and say I don't. I have the odd beer, but I don't drink spirits, nothing like that anymore. I don't smoke, do nothing like that, like I used to back then. So the thing is, you know, it was a stupid decision, because that console today would have been worth about maybe $1.50, $2 grand today. It's ridiculous to think that, you know, something you sell literally just a few years down the line could be worth a lot more money. Now, that ain't also the reason to keep something like this, guys. At the end of the day, I only buy things I plan to play. So that's another thing, guys. You know, I buy games I'm going to play. I don't see a game out in the wild and think, oh, I'm going to buy that. Few years back, guys, I could have bought Silent Hill 1 out of a charity shop for £5. And I didn't. I left it. The reason I left it, guys, is, don't get me wrong, I love Silent Hill, but at the time I weren't collecting for the PlayStation 1 at that time. And I just thought, nah, I'm not interested. But, you know, even then, that game was worth about 50, 60 quid trading. Today, that game's worth about 80, 90 quid trading. It's ridiculous. It's a stupid amount of money now. But, you know, that's the thing for me. I like to see games as what they're originally intended for, which is for people to collect and buy and play. But I'm not a show collector, guys. I don't just go, look at the games I've got, and they just sit on my shelf. These do get played. And if they don't get played, guys, after a while, I sit there thinking to myself, you know, it's time to put them on the chop block. But like I said, I've got it up for sale. If it doesn't sell, guys, it's not a, you know, bad thing. I will keep it because, like I said, there is so much nostalgia in this for me. But at the end of the day, it's on the decision of where it is at the minute of selling it. But if it doesn't sell, guys, like I said, and 6 months from now, I'm like, hey, yeah, guys, this is my Nintendo 64 again, and I got a few more games for it again, then you know it didn't sell, and I just decided to keep it, guys. But right now, as I sit here with this video, guys, it is currently up for sale, so we shall see what happens. But on that note, guys, I will end the video here. If you would like to see any other full collections of my games, guys, you will have to let me know. I have got PlayStation all the way from 1 to 5. I have got the new Xbox, obviously, so Xbox One, Series X style gaming. We've got Nintendo Switch. We've got... trying to think what else we got, guys. Oh, I got NES. I ain't got a really big collection for the NES, but sure, I've got Mega Drive, guys, and hopefully down the line one day we'll have a Super Nintendo again, guys. I think that's the whole collections we've got at the minute, or maybe I'm missing some, I don't know. You've got PSP, yeah, stuff like that, guys. So anyway, let me know down below, guys, but for now, guys, let me know what you think of the Nintendo 64. What was your favourite game? For me, I'll show you my ones I'm going to miss the most, but there's a couple in here I haven't got that I did have when I was a kid, like Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. They was amazing games also. But yeah, like I said, guys, let me know down below what your nostalgia is with the Nintendo 64. Would you also sell this on the chopping block? Or do you see it as a mistake? Do you see my point also? What would you do, guys? Let me know down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.